Matt Lenihan Boxing Social in association with Forged Irish Stout, Empire Fight Store, freebets.com. We're here, Will Crolla. Look, the first time I've been down to this gym, a busy gym, but you've all been put through your paces today. How are you feeling anyway?
No, yeah, I feel great, but no, yeah, it's busy, but I like it when it's busy. I like a bit of atmosphere in it, a bit of noise everywhere. It's good. Gets you through an hard training day like today, like you say, it was conditioning, so just long and tedious. But yeah, we're through it now, so look forward to sparring Friday.
Well, look, you had a terrific opening year as a professional, a couple of knockouts, but not just that, you had some big experiences. A lot of people, and I'm sure you'll still have these, where they start off on the small hall, but you had a couple of Matchroom shows to get your teeth into that big fight feel. Just give us a bit of an overview on your first year as a pro.
Yeah, I sort of reversed it. I went Matchroom, small hall, and I'm out again in 10 days on small hall, and then I'm back in with Matchroom in 8 weeks. So yeah, reversed it, but I've enjoyed it. It's been a good year. I say 3-0 at the minute, 2 knockouts, coming off the back of 2 first round knockouts. I'll be going for one next week. I've got a good little fight. He's going to come to win next week, and I believe that'll play into my hands, and I'm excited. And then I'm not overlooking it or anything. Then onto the arena, I think, in a step up in my first 6 rounder.
You always look sort of quite cool and calm and collected. I think it's hard when you come into boxing and you either had a family member who's done it before, like you obviously had, and same with when you look at like the Eubanks, the Hattons, there's always that added pressure. Do you feel any added pressure going into this, or is it a case of I'm sort of creating my own journey, what happens happens?
No, I'm just worrying about what I'm doing. Like, I'm on my own journey. Like, I'm not on Anthony's journey, it's mine. But without that pressure, I won't get the opportunities I got or the attention that I get. So it comes with it, and I enjoy it. I enjoy it. I like the pressure. I believe these two people like it. You either take it and embrace it and then use it, or you crumble. And I believe I'm the first.
I was going to say, do you know when you get to fight night, and especially like when you get in the big shows, you get that sort of that bit of nerves? Is that what keeps you sharp? You know, between here, keeps you ultra focused. The fact that there is that bit of, a bit of nerves. Is that a good feeling for you?
Well, no, yeah, of course it is. Nerves are good. Anyone who says they're not is lying. But I don't really get nervous about if I'm fighting. Been more nervous about me underperforming because I'm a very harsh self-critic. But no, yeah, like I enjoy it, and then I'm used to it all. I've seen it all with Anthony, so they don't faze me or anything like that. I love it.
Now, he obviously made clear early on what he wanted to do in his career. World champion Manchester, etc. I assume you have similar aspirations, but what's your own personal goals? And we're talking, I don't want to obviously run before we walk, 'cause you're only a few fights in, but you obviously have these dreams of wanting to achieve world title status and whatever else. But what is it for you? What's that? No, it's not the ceiling, but what's that point of the first real huge moment for you?
Like anybody who turns over wants to be world champion, but I'm just going to put it on all the set. I want to win the British title, I want to win the English title and the British title. Like, I think everyone's bypassing it at the minute, and I think that's where you earn your stripes. I'm not going to sit here with bullshit and say I'm going to win a world title at this weight, I'm going to unify here. I want to be in some good domestic dust-ups. I want the English title, I want the British title. Then we'll take it from there, do you know what I mean? Obviously my aspect is to be a world champion, but I think Manchester's a massive opening for someone to carry the torch and make the arena theirs, and that's my goal, that's my aim. And like you say, next week's a little step in that, and 6 weeks after it's an even bigger step in that, and just slowly chipping away at it. But domestic titles is what I want first.
I've seen you in this gym, obviously just briefly today, but obviously I've watched your highlights, seen your fights. You're a very spiteful puncher, so very fan friendly on the eye. Do you know when you're in the ring, are you? I don't say you're looking for the knockout, but there's always that feeling in your look, this can go kind of thing, because you punch with such ferocity.
Yeah. I feel in the small gloves, in 10-ounce gloves, I believe whoever I land on alert. It's the same for me. If they land on me, they might hit me. But no, I believe I'll always back myself in a firefight, and that's why I really do think I can do something in the sport. I think there's one thing you can't teach in boxing, and it's power. Like, you can have boxing IQ, but you can't teach power, and anyone in boxing knows that. And that's why I believe sometimes all these good boxers, they get walked down by someone who's strong because they take it and soak up. Because if you're not getting someone's respect with your shot, then you're going to get walked down. And I believe that's one thing I'll never get. I won't ever get walked down because someone will always respect my power.
We talked about earlier, obviously, the pressures of having a family member who's been in boxing. But you mentioned there, but that pressure also comes with opportunity to fight on Matchroom show and things like that. That's all well and good. But away from that, obviously, you'll have his ear to sort of bend about certain things. What's always asked this, especially someone who's young, what's sort of the best sort of key bit of advice that he has given you that's maybe stuck with you, whether it be feet on the ground, whatever it is? What is it? What's the best bit of advice he's given you?
Just to enjoy it. Enjoy it, like say, it's not a long career.
It's hard.
It's hard, enjoy it, I'm loving life at the minute, and I know if I don't listen and I slip up, that life changes very fast. Like say, boxing's a very brutal sport. Like if I take my half the prize next week, I've got my hardest fight up to date. That arena doesn't happen, then anything I've just spoke on doesn't really happen, or it's a lot longer to get there. Just stay grounded one step at a time, but I believe I can really do something, and next week's, like I said, a little step into that, and then 6 weeks after is a tiny step into it as well.
Well, look, we've sort of brushed over on what your next steps are. I want to get your opinions on a couple of fights coming up. So it looks like Josh Taylor and Jack Catterall is going to be made. I've just said, if this goes out, and by the way, it gets announced, it ain't my fault. I don't know what promotional company is on, allegedly DAZN, looking at reports online in Leeds. What do you think happens in that rematch?
What weight is it at? Do you know?
Yeah, your brother asked the same thing, and I still don't know. I'm assuming it may be a catch, but is that a deal breaker for you?
Yeah, I think it is. I think they're both great fighters, but I think if the weight's lower, it favours Jack. If it's higher, it might favour Josh. But I think Josh has had some hard fights as well since that fight as well. I don't know if Jack be the younger and fresher in that one.
Anthony Joshua, Francis Ngannou. Now, I think a year ago, if I'd have asked you this, you'd have gone AJ whenever he wants, because we always see this MMA bounces over different sport. But no matter what happened to Tyson on the night, he turned up and he looked very good. So Anthony Joshua, considering his last performance against Otto Walling, what do you think of it? Just break it down a little bit.
I still think Joshua whenever he wants. I think Joshua in 4.
You give exactly the same prediction.
I
think he said it. Go with him.
I think Fury was very bad that night. I don't know if Fury's legs are gone or what, but he couldn't move, wasn't evasive enough. He wasn't shy, man, not to train for it. But no, I believe Joshua put it right for boxing, I think, thankfully. And Joshua in 4 I'm going with.
Tyson's obviously got his own journey. Sadly, so should have been there this week. Should have been.
Should have been this week, shouldn't it?
Aye, but we've got. He looks in terrific shape, and obviously I know there's all the rumours about this cut or whatever, but he'll have been getting to his peak. So I'm not.
So you feel sorry for both of them. He's not done it on purpose, has he? It happens in boxing, and everyone does. He's not ducking him. It just happens in boxing. Like he's not got a cut on purpose, but
been rescheduled awfully quickly as well.
Awfully quick. For that one it would be. I'd be doing it as well. But
doing it with one leg for that one. Who wins?
I do think Tyson's too big. I think Usyk's the best boxing ability from either outside of Lomachenko, pound for pound. I think Usyk's the best technical fighter. Just don't know if he's big enough to beat Fury. I think he's better than him, if it makes sense. Just don't know if he's big enough. Size does matter in there, whereas Fury hold him, tire him out. I don't know.
It's going to be an interesting one. I think because of obviously what happened with Ngannou, I think the people that were maybe 70-30 Tyson and now maybe 60-40, 55, something like that, or 55, the percentages I think have dropped. Well, look, it's been good catching up with you. We look forward to seeing you back out. We know you've got a couple of fights lined up, God willing. Nothing, no cuts, no badness in between, and
just good performances.
Absolutely. Have you got a message to people supporting you, the sponsors, and people who are getting behind you?
A big thanks to all my full-time sponsors who let me be a pro full-time, because without them I couldn't do this. And to fans, any new fans, I'll try and keep the KO train rolling. I'll try my best.
Well, look, get on board now. Only young, but a couple of KOs under his belt, and we look forward to seeing where this journey goes. Look, Will, I appreciate your time. Thanks for talking to Boxing Social.
Thank you.
And we'll catch up soon.
It's good to see you, mate. Thank you.
We need to think of a new advert for freebets.com.
Get your best betting offers from freebets.com.
Yeah, that'll do.
The following deals are now live.